I'm going to recite some of the poems that I have written in English. I'm trying to utilize my lockdown time, so hope you'll enjoy some of the poems that I have written. So wherever you watch me read these poems, please do comment. I appreciate your time. The first title, the first poem that I'm going to recite is Rumor. Let me begin with that. Rumor. The rumor that I'm in love with you is limited only to a windy leaf on a tree. Hope you'll see my love in the air someday. But do not forget the leaf sways when the breeze sweeps over it. A pile of love for you in my heart is taller than the pile of articles sitting on the editor's desk. Hope it will be published someday, but do not forget this pile of love continues to rise. The mountain of my love for you is taller than the snow-clad mountains of Nepal. Hope they will sparkle someday, but do not forget when the sun will rise, the first ray will fall on the mountain of our love. The color of my love for you is ruddier than the red rose. Hope it will bloom someday, but do not forget when the fresh bud will open, the rose itself will fade away. The meditation on my love for you is deeper than the meditation of Vishwamitra. Hope it will end someday, but do not forget when I will rise, you will only be falling in the arms of my realization. So Vishwamitra is an Indian saint, just for a little info there. The second poem that I'm going to read, the title of my second poem is Old Age. Hope you the it's clear. I think you can clearly hear what I say. If there is any problem, please let me know through comments. So my second poem now is Old Age. When I think of old age, that makes me cry every time I see it. When they see it, how they see it. When I think of old age, that makes me cry every time I see it, how they see it. I look how slowly and stealthily the youth sings and slumps, and its story disappears along with it, and nothing remains except for quietness, except for an option to stare out of the window with the gin on one hand. But who will acknowledge how old it itself becomes a good book? Its pages are dog-eared, like it has been read many a times. The coming generation thinks its letters are faded, its cover is crumpled. Just a second. The battery was low on my computer, so I'm back now. Out of the window with Jean on one hand, but who will acknowledge how old itself becomes a good book? Its pages are dog-eared, like it has been read many a times. The coming generation thinks its letters are faded, its cover is crumpled and blanched. But to me it looks an antique and cool that needs to be in a museum, where only a very few will lift it up for knowledge and flip through its pages, carefully and cautiously, like a science book, or a tome of philosophy, or a Veda, which tend to be immobile. The oldest appears to be that hardly one can pollute. So my next third poem is home, language is language. At times, sitting on the couch in the living room with a pen in my hand, I try to catch the sun's gleam through the window, giving my poem life by snipping the fragile memory out with my scissors like brain and laminating the paper with the memory. The lyrics of my language lacks lightness and dances between familiar and exotic. I pour my emotions into poetry. I'm in a dilemma between delight and delusion. I want to be proud of my country that could provide the warm security. The country's politics stretches long in my memory, listening to the scream of poverty and the insincere humor the Nepali politicians dish out for the people. The babble, the joke. I look at myself in the mirror and finger my face, ruminating over the counters of the country that ebbs and flows inside me. I'm proud of my country's hermetic resistance to the British Empire, the untranslatable cultures, languages, customs, ethnicities, ecology and flora and fauna and philosophy that Schopenhauer and Nietzsche borrowed. I gather them into my embrace. I do not want to surrender to neighboring empires. I do not want to be hushed. I love my country close to my heart. Uncompromisingly, I love my voice when I say Nepali home. I'm Nepali. Many onomatopoeic poia I express do not exist in their languages. What do you call Garlam Gurum in other languages? The joy of the expression, my love towards it, its cadence, rhythm, incantation lures me, glows me. It brings into my soul and brain catharsis, helps me reach for the sky. The trodden path in my childhood fills my heart, like the blood fills arteries. Home is home, language is language. Those were three poems that I read. Um, I have a few more poems in English. So dreams and times. Let me read my fourth poem, dreams. Dreams like birds' feathers, like the wings made of feathers, touch the skies with their wings, form a lake amidst a desert, sprout their seeds on the swath of sand. So, my friend, what will go to see the dreams bigger than lives? Let's fly together with those wings of dreams before they go weary, wasted, and shrink. Now, my last final poem, which is Time. The title of my poem is Time. Looking at the creasing chambers of my eyes, I discover that the pool of my youth was past, the pool that did not wave to any people's splash, the pool that did not evoke to its wake. Where did my consciousness go when anything could be the safety net of my life? Dirt and dust could be my friends. Everything around me could be the green witch. What should I call this time that has pushed me out of the throne of my youth I lived in? Thank you for watching my poems. So please let me know how you feel about these poems. Thank you.